Table Gaming fans, here I am, PTG, with the continuation of my Warhammer Total War 2 Skarsnik campaign. The campaign with a twist, where I try to only have one province in a very hard campaign. So, yeah, we're going into the start of turn 5, and I've just been issued a new mission, which is raid the following region, Grimhold. I've got 4 turns to complete it. Stealing from the Dwarfs really winds them up. Let's loot their land and really get their beards in a twist. If I manage to do it, I get 800 treasury, so that would be useful. A rank gained on Slider Miser, my hero. So that's good, he can level up shortly. Now, 4 turns to raid this territory seems to me quite ambitious. I mean, it actually stretches all the way up to... Where is the... There you go. The border's around here. So it would mean going through Karak Norn, which I was kind of planning on doing anyway. But yeah, that's quite a short timescale, so I may actually just pass on that one. In the north, the Empire guy has returned, and that's now actually Emperor Karl Franz instead of Marius Huss, was it before? And I've now managed to get my 20 stack of goblins for Skarsnik, now that I've recruited 4 goblin rock hoppers, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I've got a nice rounded army, and let's start off the turn by promoting Sly. So no followers, no magic items as yet. So let's see, what am I going to be using Sly for? I mean, I'm not sure they're massively there for fighting in battle, but it probably wouldn't hurt to have some hanging around. I mean, these abilities I'm not going to get a lot from. Untainted, not an issue yet. Damage walls, assassinate could be useful. Assassinate could be very useful. I might start with Assassinate, and then while I am locked, like before I'm level 5, I can go to something else. In case I see any enemy characters wandering around. So, the good thing is that my obedience is now stabilising nicely because of that 20 bonus in military presence. Obviously, it's still brought down by the penalties in effect, but and I'm still making a profit even with a 20 stack, which is cool. The issue I've got is that the minute I move that 20 stack out of Karak Asgaraz, I'm no longer going to be getting that bonus, but it should only go down by 10 each turn, as opposed to, you know, down by loads. And I'm already at, you know, it'll take 11 turns before a revolt happens. And to be honest, even a revolt wouldn't be a terrible idea, because it would get me a chance to upgrade my troops in battle, fighting off the revolters when I return. So I think whatever I do, I have to do it quite decisively, and I have to basically go for Karak Norn. That was always going to be the plan. There is no point in hanging around just keeping hold of Karak Asgaraz. I can't upgrade it any further other than this treasury pile of shiny stuff. And it is tempting while I'm going out raiding and I'm not at war with the Empire. Let's go for it, because the sooner I get it, the sooner I can reap the benefits. And I did have that money sitting there doing nothing. And I am still in profit, so let's try and increase the profit. So in order to benefit from it, I will be... So the increase that gives me is an extra 100 gold per turn once it's built. It costs 1300 to build. It takes 2 turns to build, so that's 15 turns it needs to be up in order for that to pay dividends. So it is quite a long time, really, to get any benefit out of an upgrade. But yeah, we'll see. It could be a mistake, but we'll see. If I've still got that building up long into the future, then we'll know it was worth it. Alright, so I am going to head towards Karak Norn to face the Dwarfs and to try and get the province capital. I'll just briefly check over my diplomacy in case anyone has decided they suddenly like me. Oh, speaking of which, the Wood Elves are improving their relationships with me. They like the fact that I'm at war with Karak Norn. So that's pretty cool. Let's see. They won't accept anything from me yet, though. That's interesting, though. That is interesting. Reichland, hate me. Sunland, hate me. Angrid won't even talk to me. Ziflin, hate me. Obviously them, I'm going to go to war with them. Yeah, everyone hates me. I don't know why I'm checking this. It's because I don't want to miss an opportunity. If oh, the Crooked Moon, Mutinous Skit. I cannot negotiate with them. They've probably got Karak 8 Peaks. That's probably why. And why I'm already at war with them. In fact, that settlement probably is Karak 8 Peaks. They're the ones that I want to take it off. Alright, cool. So let's go. A bit of an uneventful turn, really. I can only get there if I march. So let's see if going underground... Oh, look at that. It allows me to get much, much further. So I won't be able to move further. So if I go all the way into Karak Norn, could be a little bit dangerous. But hey, that's what I'm here for, right? Let's get it on. Okay, so I wasn't intercepted. It looks like you've got your dwarf army here. Brock Iron Pick with 10 units. On top of a garrison of 8. It's a total of 18 dwarf units to my 20 currently. If he suddenly starts recruiting, then I'm going to need to up my game significantly, as I am only goblins. But yeah, that is not so bad. As I said, that is going down by 10 each turn. Can't do a lot about that. And I've got to hope that the Empire don't swoop in and just take the city, because then it's game over, folks. Unless it's a small Empire army, in which case I might be able to fight them. But we'll see. Alright, so let's see. If Brock Ironpick comes out to get me, that would be awesome, because I can take on his army away from his garrison. But probably not going to happen, let's be honest. And so I'm still got another mission to research technology, which is on its way, 7 turns away from that. And yeah, let's go into round. Let's go into turn 6. See you there. Okay, so a different idea that I've had in my turn 6 is that if the dwarfs are not going to come out and play, maybe I should go and get this reward, which will yield more treasury, while my main settlement is not going into revolt. Yeah, I'm going to try and do that. I'm going to use the underway, try and get past Karak Norn, which I have. Good. And then next turn, or the turn after, I'll go and see whether Grimhold is actually defended. And if it is, I just raid it, get the mission objective. If it isn't defended, then I go for it and do a pincer movement on them. So yeah, let's see how this goes. Obviously, if they come out and attack me, that's brilliant. That's exactly what I want. See you in turn 7. Okay, turn 7, and Crooked Moon have hired the Wood Elves to attack us. I've been invited by our enemies. I'm not sure who betrayed who there, really. But everyone hates me, so I can't be surprised. My heap of shiny stuff is complete, which is good, which means I'm getting the extra income. So obviously now we've got 13 turns for that to be effective. The dwarfs in Karak Norn didn't take the bait again. And I now have to see whether I can get raiding. So first of all, I'm going to send out Sly to see if Grimhold is defended or not. Probably will be. There you go. There is a army of 9. Which means if I can get that on the open, then again I can perhaps defeat it. Right, so I don't want to go anywhere near there really. It's about going into that territory for next turn. So I want to make sure I don't use... There you go, 50%. That means... because I can't get into Grimhold this turn. Not quite. I don't think. Or am I in Grimhold now? Let's have a look. But either way, I'll stick up the raiding camp there. I've got another turn to play with in terms of this. So if I do need to move slightly further south, then I can. And Sly, well, you can just keep an eye out for the time being. I don't want to get pinned by 2 dwarf armies, that would be incredibly bad. And yeah, I'm getting some extra income. Let's just check Karak Norn is not rebelling. It's not just yet. It may do soon, so keep an eye on that. And yeah, we'll see what it looks like in turn 8. Okay, so I've got a recruiting shortage going on in my turn 8. There is a distinct lack of able and willing bodies to join your forces with ongoing wars. Your press gangers, recruiters, or straight-up kidnappers are struggling to find volunteers. So that gives me a recruitment cost of plus 25%, but that's alright because I wasn't planning on recruiting anyone. Now, the mission didn't trigger, which suggests I'm not quite in Grimhold, which is unfortunate. This army appears to be recruiting at quite an alarming rate. So clearly these dwarfs are just not going to go down with that fight, which is really a bit of a bugger. So what I'm going to do is just make sure I sneak into Grimhold territory, not too far. Put the raiding camp up. So am I definitely in Grimhold? I'm not just like absolutely sure. By going a little bit further. I really don't want to lose out on getting this bonus. Because that's what I'm here for. So. So I don't think there's any point in attempting to assassinate or block the army. Wouldn't really do a lot. May as well rejoin my army. And gets me a bit more raiding loot as well, which is pretty cool. Alright, so hopefully when we get to turn 9, I will have completed that mission. Got a little bit more money, and then I possibly need to think about turning back to where I started to deal with the rebellion issue. I could again think about upgrading this. I don't really have the money for it. And the income generated is only an extra 100, so it would take 22 turns to make my money back on it. So I'm not going to do that for a little while yet. Right, so see you in turn 9 for this somewhat static campaign. Okay, welcome to turn 9, and the gods are angry, the omens are ill, something you've done has angered the gods, yet they are fickle, they may forgive you in time, or more immediate appeasement might be necessary. So I've got a choice of giving them a tribute to placate, on which will get me more obedience, but it'll cost 1,000 gold, or I can have angry gods, and I'll get extra growth. Now, to be honest, I'm not too bothered if I get a rebellion, because I'm going to head north again now anyway. So the extra growth would actually be really useful. So I'm not going to pay 1,000 gold. I'll have some angry gods. Now, funnily enough, I've got this going on. So Karak Norn have sent an army around my back to raid my territory. So as I'm raiding them down here, they're raiding me in the north. Hilarious. But I have got mission successful. I managed to complete the mission to raid Grimhold, and that was done in time, so I've got 800 treasury from that. So I'm not going to pay that to the gods, am I? Straight away. I also gained a rank on Sly Demiser, which is really cool. So, speaking of that, shall we promote Sly? Can't get the next level of assassination. Could get Specialist to make him a bit more likely to do it. But I think if I'm going to have a battle, I might require some fighting training. So I'll get Bloody Blade on Sly. Alright, so now that that mission is done, I'm fairly sure that the Dwarfs will still be recruiting in Grimhold. They're not going to leave it vulnerable. So I'm not going to carry on my plan to go down there. I mean, the other option is to, you know, like go the long way around and go into Empire territory. But I don't really want to anger them any more than I have to. I mean, they hate me, but not. They don't despise me. You know, I'm just their like unwanted neighbours at the moment, really. So I think I'll continue to hop around. Now, my issue I've got is I can't get very far away from Karak Norn. So I don't want to be attacked by their garrison. But it would be quite cool if I could stay in raiding stance, if I'm honest. Now, this army isn't a huge threat to my my garrison, I don't think, because I've got 7, I've got 12 units. Should hopefully be able to hold off 10. It's dicey, actually. But I've got trolls, and that's always good. So yeah, but I mean, I can't get to them anyway, so if they wanted to attack me, they could. So I think what I will do is I'll move 50% of my movement up to here, that was a good guess, to continue the raid for now. So I'm more than making up for the amount that the Dwarfs are stealing from me. And I'm going to head back to my own territory to deal with what might be a rebellion by the time I get there, which would be fine. And also maybe I'll get a chance of dealing with these Dwarfs, which would be cool. That is the plan, and by the time I've done that, I'll have more technology and I'll complete that mission. So yeah, all will be okay in the world. See you for turn 10. So in turn 10, it was as I suspected. The Dwarfs feel like they can take on my territory. An enemy force belonging to Cobalt Sourskowl of Karak Norn has begun besieging Karak Asgaraz in the southern Grey Mountains. We are surrounded. I have gained a Batwinged Loony to follow Skarsnik around though. Income from raining plus 7%, so that's pretty cool. And Skarsnik's also gone up to level 2, which I like. So, I do need to head back to my territory. Let's just see if my garrison, the AI thinks the garrison can handle it. I don't think they can. Oh, it's even. It's pretty even. What have they got? 2 units of miners and the rest warriors. They're all experienced warriors. Where did they get the experience from? This guy's the issue though, a support specialist. He's only a rune lord. I think I will decline the attack for now. I don't need to attack them just yet. I mean, if they attack me, that's fair enough. I'm losing my obedience. Got 4 turns to get back, but I'm not too worried about that. As far as I'm aware, I still get income even though I'm under siege. Yes, I do. So that's nice. I'm going to have a turn of not raiding their territory. While I jump all the way up to here. Yeah, doing that. I am just outside the range of the enemy garrison. Or at least I hope I am. Otherwise I'm in trouble. I've only got 9 units there now, so they haven't really increased, but I have found out that they've got grudge there. So that would even the score against my rock lobbers. So let's have a look at Skarsnik, who's now gone up to level 2. And he's obviously got his Bad Moon banner, which I don't think I've mentioned before actually. Which is very useful. And Batwinged Loony. In fact, the Bad Moon banner, I am going to name one of these guys. Wrong button. Skarsnik's Gobs. So they're the unit that's going to get the banner each turn. I don't know why we've done that unit rather than that unit. Missed that one. So yeah, they're going to get the banner each turn, which is going to be cool. And I'll try and keep them alive, level them up, etc. All the way through to the end. So Skarsnik, oh, a route march. That would have been useful to get at the start of the turn. Oh no, it wasn't, because I used the underway. So yeah, I've got an extra 10% movement on Skarsnik now, which is going to be very handy. If they do attack me, then it'll be an even fight, except they have to win in order to beat me. I've got 5 turns before I run out of supplies, but I will get back there in that time. So yeah, the only thing that could delay me or cause a problem is if Karak Norn attack me from here. Which in a way I kind of want, as long as I win it. But yeah. So cool, let's just have a little look, see if anyone likes me any more than they used to. No. Oh, I'm just improving with that though. Nice. I'm improving with all the Wood Elves. I would love for them to be my allies. Goes against the right way things should work, but it would be interesting. No one's in the yellow, so yeah, not getting any friends anytime soon. Alright, let's hope they don't attack, and if they do, I'll see you for that. Okay, turn 11. I've had a magic change, which won't affect me too much because I don't have any wizards. The Dwarfs did not attack my settlement, as I suspected. I'm very close to that rebellion, and that would be interesting if the rebellion attacked the Dwarfs, actually. Could get them to do the job for me. Probably not going to work. So, if I go on the underway, I'll only get to there. I'm not sure if I'd have enough movement after that to... I think I need 1 turn to get roughly to here. I suppose I should see. I should see whether I can do it this turn. I was thinking of having a turn raiding. Let's see how far I could get if I only did raiding. Not very far. To like here. Oh! Oops. Yeah. Oopsie doopsie. Okay, well I'm risking it then. Going back to the raiding stance. Get some more money. I'm going to get that reward from the mission in the next one. What was the mission? 2,000 treasury, nice. I mean, I'm hoping to build up some money and then maybe recruit another army and not worry about the upkeep costs. I'll be bringing it back in raiding. That would be awesome. But yeah, let's see if the Dwarfs attack this time. I'm going to need 2 turns to get back to them, I think. Let's see. Okay, turn 12 descends, and I have researched better stickers. So, 2,000 treasury in the bank, which is very nice. And weapon strength plus 10% for greenskin units with spears, which I now know are most of my goblin units. The dwarfs didn't attack, so I can move over to thinking about what to research next. Better arrows for extra damage, or I can go into this for ammunition. I mean, this unlocks new things, ball breeding and squig riding. Should probably... No, I'm going to go with this first, because I want more damage with my bows. Yeah, interestingly, I mean, you know, I'm only 2 turns away from a rebellion now, so I might actually make it back in time. Which I hadn't really worked out properly. So, if I go to the underway, interestingly, I'll pop up just here. Which might be better than popping up here and not being able to attack them. So I'm going to pop up here. And yeah, if they come and attack me, I might still get my garrison helping me in the following battle.
Supreme ruler of 8 pigs.
That would be cool. Alright, so again, I don't think there's a lot I can do other than what I am showing you. Flying through the turns, but that's kind of what's going on at the moment. This should give me some experience with my troops. Hopefully manage to kill the dwarfs. They're probably going to escape. But then I can deal with a rebellion instead. So, turn 13 could be the place to be. Okay, so turn 13 and the dwarfs ran away like the cowards that they are. But the Crooked Moon have got another enemy to declare war on me. The Golden Order. Not sure where they are. In fact, that tells me they're over there. Okay. Imminent rebellion in Southern Grey Mountains, which I was anticipating. Wandering monster. No matter your dominance of the realms, there will always be creatures that prowl the forests and roam the plains. One of these beasts is attacking and feeding upon your people. How rude. More negative growth. Rank gained on Sly. And yeah, the enemy siege. Good. Okay. Interestingly, another Iron Pick has come out with just three units. I can't get all the way around to attack him. And yeah, I'm going to have a rebellion on my hands next turn. But that was intentional. I mean, if I went into the settlement, I would stop the rebellion. But now that I've got so close, I may as well have it. Let's upgrade Sly. One more turn before he can get the next level of assassination. But he could now ride a giant wolf. Should be pretty cool. Not too worried about that for now. I think I'll get some more fighting. Make him a gutter fighter. So yeah, the dwarf shot off in this direction, all the way into Empire territory, to be honest. And if I go into Empire territory, I will anger them. Trespassing. So I'm not going to follow them. And I'm not going to go into the settlement. So I might sort of just hang around on this side. In fact, I might try and ambush. Can I ambush? Yeah. So I might try and like disappear over here. So that maybe I could pin those other dwarves down.
Going.
Ambush. And then if they don't realise I'm here, I mean, I'm going to be busy with the rebellion, is the only issue. But yeah, rebellion come in next turn. Yes, I know about the see you in turn 14.